Well, I'm ready for the big hockey game.
You can't wear that shirt. It's all stained.
Mom, these happen to be the soda stains from the '97 Stanley Cup Finals.
Well, it's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen, with one possible exception. What are those, blood stains?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's when Iserman bounced a puck off of Dad's chin.
Twice. But if anybody deserves to get hit tonight, it's got to be Wilson. It's his birthday, remember?
That's right, yeah.
Oh, no. I didn't get him anything. I forgot all about it.
Don't worry, we're taking the hockey game. I got him something, a little jersey. Look at this. Not bad, eh?
No. It's too nice and clean. You're going to have to rub some nachos on it.
Nachos aren't right. Mustard look good with this. And for Wilson, maybe a Grey Poupon.
All right, Dad, I'm going to go warm up the car. Hey, don't forget the octopi, all right?
What do you think I am, an idiot?
I thought they wouldn't let you bring those in there anymore.
The real fan always finds a way.
Bye.
See you, Dad.
Where are you going?
Out with Jenny Curtis for pizza. I think I got a shot at being her boyfriend.
Jenny Curtis. She in your film club, that really pretty one that's president of the Honor Society?
Yep, and she's actually thinking about dating a guy like me.
What does that mean, a guy like you?
Well, you know, fairly smart, average looking, but kind of geeky. You're based at 5.
You are not a 5. You're great looking, funny, smart. You're a 10.
Mom, I don't want to be a 10. Jenny thinks all 10s are pig-headed jerks. Better off being a 5.
Ah, so you're trying to be geeky, but not too geeky.
It's a fine line.
Don't forget this. Hey, smell my finger.
Tim, these are great seats.
Thanks.
What a wonderful birthday present.
Well, happy birthday, Wilson. How old are you now?
Counting all my lives, 12,342 years old. That doesn't include the years I was frozen.
Yeah, lucky me, I sit behind a human giraffe.
Yeah.
Brad, I'd be glad to switch with you.
Yeah, will you, please?
All right, come on, hurry up. Let me throw your face off here, guys.
All right. Did you know that hockey originated with the Iroquois Indians? Their original term for the game was hoagie.
The Iroquois, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What is for a puck? Buffalo chips?
No, in the Iroquois version, they used actual human skulls.
Really?
No! You know another interesting fact about hockey? Did you realize the first professional team was organized in Houghton, Michigan in 1903?
Don't know.
Don't care.
Time to meet my little friend!
Hey, what idiot just threw this?
It was an accident. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. It's probably my fault for having my head down.
Thanks.
Hey, yo. Game's this way.
Okay, Red Wings fans, that's the end of the first period. So it's time for our very special surprise giveaway.
Well, you seem very excited about this contest.
Forget the contest. It's time for the Zamboni.
And the winning seat is section 12, row 8, seat 22.
It's you.
Holy Mother Hubbard, it is me. Wait a second, Tim. This should be your prize. You bought the ticket.
I bought the ticket for your birthday. It's all yours.
Well, this should be Brad's. He gave me a seat.
Yeah, the man's got a point.
No, it was ever but. Whoever butt is in the seat wins the prize, period.
Well, I've got an idea. Let's go half seats.
Half-seas? Men don't go half-seas. Men don't even say half-seas.
Would the winner come with me, please?
Right here.
Man, I can't believe this.
Oh, be happy for him. He wouldn't want the prize anyway. Last game they gave away a year's supply of pudding.
I like pudding.
This is the biggest giveaway in the history of Joe Louis Arena.
It's up on the screen.
Wilson, as the 1 millionth visitor this season, Bay City Motors would like to present you with this check for $10,000.
$10,000.
That's a lot of pudding.
Hi. How'd it go with Jenny?
Terrible. Edward Meany was at the pizza place. I think Jenny's interested in him.
How come?
Well, he used to be a good-looking 10, but now he got glasses and started a ham radio club. He's a 5. I'm dead.
Hello, guys. How was the game?
Well, the Wings lost, but Wilson won.
The biggest fan giveaway ever. $10,000.
Wilson won $10,000. That's unbelievable.
No, you know what's unbelievable? I paid for the ticket.
Want to know what's more unbelievable is that I gave him my seat.
He's just gonna keep all that money?
Yeah, because Dad told him that guys don't split stuff.
That's when I thought the prize was pudding.
I enjoy pudding.
Look, guys, you know Wilson needs the money. He hasn't painted his house in years, and he needs a new roof.
And a new furnace. Maybe a new hat.
I bet he spends that money on something stupid like books.
Well, hi-ho, Taylors. Well, Tim, I walked into my house, and I had a huge epiphany.
After all that cotton candy was bound to catch up with you.
No, I was looking at all my gardening magazines, and I came up with a great idea how to spend my excess wealth. Unless, of course, you've reconsidered. You want to split?
As a matter of fact.
No.
No.
Happy birthday, Wilson.
Oh, Jill.
Make a wish.
Oh, thank you.
Yay. Oh, thank you. So, what are you going to do with all this money?
Well, I've decided. Instead of buying my plants, I'm going to grow my own.
You're going to grow your own?
Mm-hmm.
Brad, you can't go over there anymore.
No, not those kind of plants. No, all my life, I've dreamed of building a greenhouse, and now this money puts me over the top.
Greenhouse, that's a great idea.
That is a great idea. You know why?
What?
We're looking for a spring project on Tool Time. We could help you design it and build it.
Tim, that would be fantastic.
Wait, you're going to spend all that money on a greenhouse?
Yes, indeedy. I can grow anything I want.
Can you grow pudding?
Does everybody know what time it is? Tool time! That's right. Big for Tools is proud to present Tim the Tool Man Taylor!
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Heidi. Welcome to Tool Time. I am Tim the Tool Man Taylor. And, of course, you all know my assistant, Al, the Bad Seed Borland.
Thank you. Well, today we're talking about one of the greatest pleasures in my life, horticulture.
You know that's legal in Nevada, baby.
I'm talking about gardening.
I'm sure you are. Today we're going to show you how to put up a beautiful garden greenhouse in your yard. And for that, we have a special guest today who's embarking on just such a project. He's a good friend and neighbor of mine, Wilson Wilson. Heidi, my neighbor, please.
Heidi-ho, Tim.
Let's get started. Now, the first step in building a greenhouse is to determine site, size, and materials.
The site will be Wilson's backyard. What I've selected for him is this prefab 7x8 unit, right? It's got redwood, it's got fiberglass panels, and it'll fit snug up against his house.
Well, this is very nice, Tim, but I still prefer my original idea, this Victorian style.
Well, we already went over that backstage. It's just not good for the site. It's a little too frou-frou.
Tim, it's so pretty.
I rest my case.
Oh, it's more than pretty. Look at that. It's all steel, real glass windows, wooden frames. How big is that going to be, Wilson?
32 by 20, Al.
It's just too big.
But, Tim, I'm going to need a lot of space. I'll be growing plants and vegetables from all my travels around the world. Chinese rhododendron, Italian bellflowers.
As nice as the design is, it would just take up your entire backyard.
Yeah, but who needs a backyard when you're swimming in Japanese ginkgos?
How true.
How much your neighbor has to look at this ugly thing, though, huh?
Well, maybe Wilson could plant some decorative ivy. Mother's always been partial to vines.
That's because she swings from them. Folks, whenever you take on a construction project of this size, you want to consult your neighbor.
Yes, but, Tim, you have never consulted me at Christmas time when you put an entire amusement park on your roof.
Those Christmas decorations that he speaks of are seasonal. This freaking thing is a nightmare. Have you lost your mind?
Well, we'll find that out right after these words from Binford.
Wilson, you can't build this in your backyard. There's code. You got to get building permits.
Actually, as long as he leaves a 5-foot easement between your properties, getting a variance should be okay. I work part-time for the zoning commission.
How'd you like to make that full-time? I can't let you build this thing in your backyard.
Tim, I do not need your permission.
And I don't like the attitude.
And I don't think we need to hear about it. We're back on the air, guys.
Well, maybe you are, but I am not. Hello and goodbye.
You can't leave in the middle of the show. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Good to have you here. Our guest had to leave quite suddenly, so right now, Al, why don't you tell us your favorite part of gardening?
Well, I'd have to say it's getting down and dirty with my hoe.
Mom, when's dinner? I'm starving.
Oh, just be a few minutes. How's it going?
Great. Edward got contact lenses and a new haircut. He's really looking good now.
Mark, is there something we need to talk about?
No. Edward's back to being a 10, so Jenny doesn't like him anymore. And tomorrow night, she's coming over to study with me.
Ooh, maybe you should wear that new cool shirt I got you.
Are you crazy? What made me a 7?
Hi, sweetie.
All right.
I made my hamburger casserole for dinner tonight.
We got bigger problems than that. Did you watch Tool Time today?
Working on the thesis.
Wilson wouldn't go with our design. Instead, he wants to build some 32-foot Victorian monstrosity in his yard. I swear the guy's gone construction crazy.
It's funny how you recognize the symptoms in others.
You know, I don't think you'll find it all that humorous when our yard is invaded by Italian Harvey Wallbangers and Japanese pinkos.
So now you're worried about what he's planting?
Not just that. What about the riffraff that a big greenhouse is going to attract?
What riffraff?
Botanist, hello.
If you're so worried about this, why don't you just go outside and talk to Wilson?
Try to talk to him at work and he just ran off the set.
Well, you know, it's Wilson's property. Ultimately, if he wants to build this thing, I don't think there's much he can do about it.
Oh, really? Tell you one thing, when I jumpstart this brain, I can do anything.
So 100 years from now, Wilson's got trouble.
Glad you decided to study with me.
I love history. And she'd quiz me.
Okay. Who won the Battle of the Bulge?
Oprah. The Allies defeated the Germans in Belgium.
You're right. You're very smart.
I'm not that smart. Well, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm about a 5.
I love a 5.
Is it hot in here?
Did you want to take a break? Go sit outside? It's cold out here.
You want to go back inside?
No, I'm okay. I wonder how they kept warm during World War II.
No. Interesting you should say that. Just their uniforms were actually made out of a heavy-duty wool. Jenny, I'm sorry.
I better go.
5, hello, 2. Dad, I just stuck my nose in Jenny's eye.
chicks dig that.
Tim, what in the Sam Hill are those lights all about?
What lights?
Those blinding towers of halogen.
Oh, those. Just got them from work. I'm trying a new security lighting system.
You know darn well they'll screw up my botany experiments.
Will they?
Constant light causes photoperiodism. My plants need 12 hours of darkness to flower properly.
Do they?
I cannot believe you are being so petty about this greenhouse.
The design was bogus and overdone. Even that drawing was a joke.
The drawing was a joke?
Yes.
No, Tim. Those ridiculous lights. That is the joke.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way, but this is my yard, and I can put up any lights I want.
And this is my property. I'll put up a 10-foot aluminum wall to reflect the light back at you.
There's zoning laws, you know.
Then I'll get a variance.
Well, then I'll get a variance to make my lights even higher and brighter.
Well, then I'll get another variance to make my wall even higher.
Well, I guess we got a lot of work to do.
Fine.
Fine.
Oh, is anybody home?
I guess they work, huh?
Tim?
I'm over here.
What is this? What are you doing?
I'm adding to my arsenal. Bigger, brighter, better.
This is insane. When is this idiocy gonna end?
When Wilson grows up.
Wilson is your best friend. If you keep this up, you're gonna lose him.
So I'll get another best friend. I'll call Al. Maybe he knows someone who'll be my best friend.
So you think it's gonna be that easy to replace Wilson? Talk to him about everything. Whenever we have a fight, you go outside, you start talk. How far did you say this greenhouse is gonna extend?
Right over to the fence. What's that supposed to mean?
I get the feeling if Wilson didn't live next door, I'd be the only one taking out the garbage. Honey, we both know why you don't want this greenhouse to happen.
It's ugly.
Tim.
It's a Victorian monstrosity.
Tim.
It's too big.
Honey.
It fills up the whole yard. I won't be able to go out and talk to Wilson.
Exactly.
I really like to be able to go out the fence and talk to my friend Wilson. You know, he's really good with aluminum. You gotta give him that, you know? Wilson, you're not gonna need those panels anymore.
Why? You planning an airborne assault?
I'm taking down the lights.
You're taking down the lights?
Yes. It's your property. If you want to, you can load it up with Japanese geishas. I don't care.
You're tunneling in, aren't you?
You know, this isn't about building a greenhouse.
Well, then what's it about?
It's so... If it came all the way to... I would not... I really... It's hard. I come out. I like coming to the fence.
To articulate the deep feelings you find difficult to communicate to other men.
Yes.
You know, Tim, if I build this greenhouse the way I intended, you'd have to come around the house, knock on the door if you wanted to talk.
I could do that. And you know, I could just call you on the phone if I wanted.
I could get a computer, we could email.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Nah.
You know, Tim, to tell you the truth, I rather enjoy being able to come out here and extemporaneously converse with you.
Not me, I just like shooting the breeze.
You know, I know I was being stubborn about this greenhouse, but there was a reason.
I know. Christmas '85, I shot the Lamb of God right through your living room window. Well, what was the reason then?
You know, when my wife was alive, we always dreamed of having our own greenhouse, where we could grow the plants we saw all over the world.
So you wanted to build this in honor of Catherine?
Yeah. She drew that sketch.
The one I called stupid.
Well, obviously.
Terrible. I wouldn't. I'm sorry. Why didn't you just tell me this?
Well, Tim, sometimes it's difficult for me to talk about my past.
Guess you and I just weren't in the backyard at the right time. I don't want you to give up building the greenhouse now.
Well, I don't want to give it up either, but I'm going to move it to the side yard.
You don't have enough room over there.
So I'll scale her down. There's good afternoon sun over there. I can grow some orchids.
I'd still like to help you build it.
Great.
Right. Well, I better get these lights down and back. Tool time set's kind of dark without them.
You need some help?
No, I'll get them. Hey, are any of those reflectors parabolic?
Well, yes. Why?
I've got an idea of some fun we could have a little later on tonight. Hey, good morning, Wilson.
Well, hidey-ho, Tim.
I'm really glad we worked things out.
Yes, indeedy. Now we can come out here and talk all we want.
Yeah, come out here and talk all we want.
So, Tim, is something on your mind?
No, not really. Maybe you had a quote or an anecdote you want to share?
No, not a one.
Yeah. Well, maybe this situation reminds you of a story or something you met.
Nothing comes to mind. No.
Yeah. Well, all right then. Just take out the garbage.
Yeah, I'll go back to groom my squirrels for St. Patty's Day.
Hey, later on, you want to go moon boiling with me?
I'm there. Hi-ho, Tim.
Hey, Wilson.
Greetings, Al.
Greetings. Well, let's get down to it. Now, the first step into,
I really wanted to go out to be about 5 jabs, yeah, but...
I'd be taking out the garbage all the time.
Huh?
Come on, honey, you both with the... Sorry.